Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to see just how fast the SG1603 actually is. Now, as you see, I did do the brushless conversion on it, but we haven't actually tried it out yet to see how fast it is. Now, I have come to my normal speedrun location, and as you can see, it does look like Amazon vans have taken over the car park. Now, if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest RC content. We are really close to 5,000 subscribers, so let's make it happen. So let's not waste any more time, let's get the SG1603 set up and see how fast it is. So as you see, things didn't really go to plan when I fired up the 35 amp ESC on 3S. Now I'm really glad that actually happened at home and not down here at my speedrun location, because that would have been a little bit annoying. But even so, I have switched out for an 60 amp ESC now, and that should be more than fine, more than capable for this little SG. So you may be wondering, why did I plug a 3S battery into that tiny little 35 amp ESC? Well, my intention is to see how fast we can go on 2S. We'll set a little bit of a benchmark, we'll see how fast it actually is, and then I do want to try and go for, not a speed record, but I do want to go as fast as possible. So that was my intention, to try and actually get this thing to run 3S. Now we are running quite a high kV motor, so we may have to change that out for something else, but let's not worry about that at the moment. Let's just get a battery in this thing and see how fast it actually is. So when it comes to battery, I am going to be using this zippy compact 2200 milliamp 60C2S. This thing is quite nice. I've used zippy batteries in the past, and it's a nice high discharge as well, so I'm hoping this does give us good performance today. So on the first run we got 38 miles per hour, which isn't too bad for its very first run. So let's go again and see if we can achieve any faster. I'd like to achieve 40 today if possible. So on the second attempt, we were actually a little bit slower, 37 miles per hour this time. I think a lot of the issue is this surface isn't perfectly smooth, and trying to go flat out with this SG is just going to be an absolute nightmare. It doesn't want to stay in a straight line as it is, so we may have to potentially find a much smoother surface so we can fully open this thing up. And I really do think it has got 40 plus miles per hour in it. So guys, I did just give this another run off camera, and I did only achieve 38 miles per hour again. Now, my guessing is it's the surface I'm running on. I'm really struggling to open this thing up fully, but it has definitely got more in it. So I'm hoping if I can find a new location, and I have got a few ideas, we will be able to open this thing up fully and hopefully achieve sort of mid 40s. I'd definitely like to see mid 40s with this. Now this thing is an absolute handful to try and control. Admittedly the surface isn't great, but even on a flat surface this thing is such an absolute pain to try and control. Now, before you comment and tell me that this isn't the fastest SG1603 out there, I am aware of that and I know some decent records have actually been set. Now, my intention wasn't to actually go super fast with this. I wasn't actually looking to set any records. I was just looking for a fairly simple brushless conversion that people could actually do on a fairly cheap budget. My intention wasn't to actually turn this into a speed beast, but it's potentially going to be going that way because it is an addicting little thing, and I think with the right surface and potentially a few other little changes here and there, we can definitely get into the mid 40s to compete with everyone else. Now guys, I'm really not a competitive person. I haven't entered into any challenges, so I'm not actually looking to break any speed records with this thing, but it'd just be nice to actually have a chance to say that we did reach mid 40s. I'd love to reach 50 miles per hour, and I don't think a huge amount of people actually have. Now, an extra 10 miles per hour on top, or an extra 12 miles per hour on top of our achieved speed doesn't sound like a lot, but with a car this small and this twitchy, it definitely is. So we are going to leave the video there today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the SG1603 in action. Now I know it wasn't the fastest speed, but we have set a benchmark and now we can actually work on that and see if we can get into the mid 40s. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest RC content. But not only that, you'll be able to see how far I actually go with the SG1603. I've got loads of stuff coming up on the channel, including more reviews, more speed runs. I also want to try and get the Armour Typhon version 5 to 100 miles per hour in the next few months. So be sure to subscribe because you're not going to want to miss out. Cheers guys, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Take care.